If you've been a fan of Bollywood, you must have come across the film Tarzan The Wonder Car. But did you know that this film was actually only produced for marketing purposes? Yeah, you heard that right. The whole film was kind of an advertisement for a car with the same name. But unfortunately, both the film and the car failed to attract people. However, the real question is, what was so wrong about this car that even such massive marketing couldn't help it? Let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about the fascinating story behind the iconic car that was meant to reach the heights of success, but failed. But before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Let's begin with looking at how this car was made. The spectacular four-wheeler Tarzan was designed by none other than the renowned automobile designer Dilip Chhabria, and we believe you already know who he is. After all, he was the one to design a prototype for Aston Martin Vantage back in 2003. Apparently, Chhabria had come up with the Tarzan's design in 2002, and while it was an achievement for Dilip, he wanted it to be more successful and famous before its official release. This eventually made this car a celebrity as it starred in a movie 2 years later. The movie, released in 2004, created quite a buzz before hitting the big screen. However, despite all the anticipation, the film fell flat at the box office and was labeled a disaster. With a budget of 14 crore rupees, it managed to collect only 4.25 crore rupees domestically, according to Box Office India. Despite the film's failure, there was still hope that Tarzan might get a price that it deserves. In the movie, the car pulled off some extraordinary stunts. It could swim, fly, change shape, and even take on the bad guys. But at the end of the day, in reality, it was a regular four-wheeler that could neither fly nor take down enemies. So yes, the owner of the car struggled to find a buyer. But why did the car fail? The original strategy involved introducing the car to the market following the release of the film. However, this plan suffered a setback as the movie underperformed significantly. The primary objective behind producing the film was to promote the car and generate anticipation around its launch. Unfortunately, the movie's lackluster performance had an adverse effect on the car's sales, as the disappointment associated with the film seemed to carry over to the product's reception in the market. Consequently, the car's launch did not meet the anticipated success due to the film's failure, highlighting the interconnectedness of these two endeavors. The price tag. Another significant factor contributing to Tarzan's struggles in the early 2000s was its price tag. At a staggering 2 crores, the car was considered exceptionally expensive for its time. In an era when the automotive market was more accustomed to more affordable options, such a high price created a substantial barrier to entry for potential buyers. This luxury price point made Tarzan an aspirational but out-of-reach vehicle for many, further limiting its market appeal. Not just that, there was another reason why no one really wished to spend a fortune on Tarzan, and that was its striking similarity with the Toyota MR2, featuring a rear-mounted 2.0-liter petrol engine. The MR2, which is now discontinued in India, was priced at a maximum of 25 lakh rupees, so asking for a whopping 2 crore rupees for the same car was straight up unreasonable. From the outside, it surely was a unique vehicle, but when it came to specs and performance, it was in fact a regular car. So it's safe to say that it wasn't just the flop film that failed Tarzan, but it had its own fair share in the failure as well. Later on, the price was dropped to 35 lakh and Tarzan finally got sold, but the future didn't hold much goodness for it even after it found a new home. Experimental car. Another significant reason why the car failed was that Tarzan was not just expensive, but it was also an experimental car. This experimental nature raised doubts and uncertainties among prospective buyers about its long-term reliability and durability. The automotive industry had its share of innovations, but such groundbreaking concepts often face skepticism until they proved their mettle over time. This lack of a track record in the market made some potential buyers hesitant, as they were unsure about investing in a car that might not live up to their expectations in terms of longevity and performance. So, alongside its high price, Tarzan's experimental nature played a pivotal role in hindering its acceptance in the market during the early 2000s. The combination of these factors posed significant challenges for the car, making it a unique and memorable case in the automotive industry. The accident that reduced the value. To make Tarzan's tough journey even tougher, it seemed like fate had a cruel trick up its sleeve. Right after it changed hands at a significantly reduced price of 35 lakh, the car found itself in the middle of a really nasty accident. Now, this wasn't just your run-of-the-mill fender bender. This accident did a real number on Tarzan. It messed up the car's body and internals big time. So we're talking serious repair bills here. But it wasn't just about the money. Nope, the accident added a whole new layer to Tarzan's story. It became that chapter marked by bad luck and mishaps. And as you can guess, this didn't do any favors for Tarzan's reputation. Potential buyers, when they heard about the accident, well, they got kind of skittish. Who wants to buy a car with a history of accidents, right? So the accident wasn't just a hit to Tarzan's body, it was a hit to its reputation too. Looking back, those events in 2007, the fire sale price and that brutal accident were like a 1-2 punch to Tarzan's gut. They made an already tough situation even tougher, leaving Tarzan in a pretty dicey spot. Its image in the market took a hit, and its actual condition, let's just say it wasn't exactly in its prime anymore. Tarzan had to really dig deep to bounce back from that double whammy and regain its status as a symbol of automotive greatness. But who knew that the once oh-so-glamorous car will end up waiting for its savior for over a decade, and during these years, it had to rot in a garage without a hope. The happy ending. However, against all odds, Tarzan managed to find a glimmer of hope. It all started when an eagle-eyed individual spotted the forlorn vehicle and shared pictures of it on social media. To the surprise of many, there emerged a community of devoted enthusiasts and admirers who still held a deep affection for this star vehicle despite its turbulent past. International Auto and Eng Works. Seeing how people were so worried about Tarzan, a company by the name of International Auto and Eng Works stepped forward to take Tarzan under its wings. This started a new chapter in the car's journey as the dedicated team at the company embarked on a mission to restore Tarzan to its former glory. Their commitment to reviving the iconic vehicle brought a sense of anticipation and excitement, not only among automotive enthusiasts, but also those who had fond memories of Tarzan from its cinematic days. The story of Tarzan took a dramatic turn from a symbol of misfortune to a testament to resilience and the enduring power of nostalgia. With the passion of its newfound supporters and the expertise of International Auto and Eng Works, Tarzan's future now appeared promising, ready to reclaim its status as a star vehicle in the automotive world. Yes, the ending did turn out to be fine for Tarzan, but its story remains a heartbreaking one. And one may think that if the movie had done better, this car would have been in totally different conditions with a massive price tag on it. It was like the owner trying to sell ice cream on a snowy day. The timing just wasn't in its favor. And there you have it, folks, the tale of Tarzan, the Wonder Car, and why it faced some bumps on the road on its journey to Bollywood stardom.